Cool. Right. Circles and geometric drawings. First thing you do when you get a circle is you create a clock face within the circle. Clock face within the circle allows you to transfer dimensions and measurements right the way through the drawing. So you're using your 30-60 set square first of all at 30 degrees and then at 60 degrees to make the 12 faces of the clock. So what we're doing in here, you're coming in and you're numbering the angles 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12, right? Much like a clock. As you're pulling that one in, we are extending the lines down to allow us to do, from the outside, to just do a front elevation. And then we can probably firm them in as well, just to make it a little bit tidier. And the front elevation is already done. We're looking at now doing a sectional end elevation. Sectional end elevation we can probably do, we can either do it using bounce lines, which may or may not work coming through there, or we can use a compass. From there, we'll need that in a minute. So our sectional end elevation is going to be the same width as our front elevation. Project across the way, and you're looking at your overall width coming off your elevation, which is the radius of the circle, and mark there, mark there. In order to double check that, just come up, take the radius from there, or take the diameter, sorry, from there, and then just double check across there, spot on. And the next point we're looking at is full shapes in, and then this time if we're looking at that from kind of front on, and again we're looking now to extend the lines down here. So line 3 is outside there because that's the point there, line 9 lines up here. We're then looking at bringing down 2 and 4, 1 and 5, yeah? So lining up 2, 4, all the way down, and then we see 4 first, and then 2's behind, just in brackets like we did the last time. You've got 1 and 5, just line them up, bring it down, so that's 1 and that's 5. 11 and 7, much the same, so you've got 7 and 11. And 8 and 10 coming in. So those lines are projected across onto your sectional end elevation. So your sectional end elevation in the middle here is going to be 3 and 9. So 9 is going to be at the top, that's right up there. So we could probably quite easily just project that across just now, and that's at the top. So 3 and 9, we can already see them, the big marks sitting in there. As we start to come across, we've got 4 and 2. So 4 and 2, again, looking at it from the front, if we project that way, and as we look at, we've got 4, we've got 2, and then you're looking at the gap. The gap on this one, you're looking at coming in here and picking up your gap between here and here. So it's the gap between the lines on the axis. So 4 and 2, on we come, and we can draw our upright. So we'll just double check. So number 2 is on the right hand side with 4 at the top, and number 4 with number 8 at the top. Lines. up and through. So what we can do is we can just quickly project in here. So number 4 is on there, yeah? So that's your 4, and that's your 2 as you're coming up. 2's on that line as well, so we're seeing that coming through, right? You're then looking at getting 1 and 5. So again, your gap between 1 and 5, you're coming from the centre line. You're taking the measurement and transferring it down. So you're on for 1, you're on for 5. Double check it. 1 is on there, and at the back of 1 is 11. And down here you've got 5, and at the back of 5 is 7. So 5 and 7. Pull it up the way. Pull it up the way, and what we're looking at now is where those lines intersect. So 1 and 5 is what we're looking for. So there's your cut point. Let's pull that one across to here. So number 1 over here, 1 over there, that's your line. And number 5 here, we've got 5 up there, that's your line in there. The next one's dead easy, that's just the external. We're coming in, and that one's going to be 6 and 12. So 6 is there, 12's there, that's your 6, that's your 12. Continuing on through this guy, you're looking for 7 and 11 next. So that's your lines coming up here. Where does that intersect the cut line? In here. So on there, and 11 is off of 11 there. And finally, right up at the top, we're looking for 8 and 10. So again, in that guy, you're looking for number 8. Number 8 is there, and you're coming up for, what have we got? There, and that gives you your circles coming in, your cut shape, okay? Because it's not perfectly round, that's actually not bad in terms of what you've got coming in there. But what you're looking at doing there is you're just looking to kind of do a wee dot to dot and freehand join them best you can. World's worst pencil with the blades. Coming in. Try and make it a wee bit rounder than I have there. Fill it in. And that there is how you do the sectional end elevation of a cylinder.